Ozark Opry Video Productions. This program is designed to assist our lake area visitors in locating area merchants, products, and services. The nationally syndicated television show PM Magazine recently visited our lake area and produced a segment to air on one of their programs. Lee Mace was asked to share a native's insight on the development and beauty of our lake area. Lake Information Channel 5 would like to air this excerpt for those who might have missed that segment of PM Magazine.
If you still think of Lake of the Ozarks as log cabins and trees and lakes, hillbillies and country music, let me bring you up to date. Right now I'm in the Ozark Opry Theater in Lake of the Ozarks, and the man who started this all 29 years ago is somewhat of a legend. Just like the hills he loves, he started out with practically nothing, and both his life and work have grown tremendously. Tonight, through his words, we're going to show you how a very isolated spot in mid-America has grown into one of the top resort areas in the entire country. This man is Lee Mace. He's a musician and successful businessman. He's also what some people might call a hillbilly.
Oh, used to, years ago, they'd come and first thing they'd want to say, they'd say, where in the world can we find a hillbilly? Of course, when they asked me, they'd already found one.
As you get to know Lee, you realize that he's very much like the Lake of the Ozarks area in central Missouri that he loves so much. Lee has lived here all his life and has watched all the changes that have taken place over the years, starting with the opening of Bagnell Dam, the dam that formed the lake.
The first thing that I remember coming to of any significance, any public gathering, was my parents came with neighbors in 1931 to the ribbon cutting and opening of the Bagnell Dam. And there was people from everywhere, you know. And of course, the old timers around, I remember them saying the lake had never fill up, you know, she'll never fill up. But we had an unusually wet year there, and it filled a year and a half quicker than they thought it would, you know. Long in about 54, 53, 45, long in there, folks began to kind of discover Lake of the Ozarks.
As the people started coming, Lee decided to bring them native Ozark entertainment. And the Ozark Opry grew from a square dancing club that appeared on the Ted Mack Show to the first nighttime entertainment in the area. This building doesn't look like much, but got some history to it, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. It's got some. It was one of the first buildings put in here. Union Electric Company built this building. It's the old casino building, they call it. And, it's where we started the Ozark Opry. They had a back room back in here. They had it for private parties and things, you know. And so we built a stage and put in chairs. And we stayed here for 4 years. And then we went on television after that. Well, people would line up plumb out here in the highway waiting to get in. We didn't have, there'd be more people standing in line and we had seats, you know, so it was obvious that we had to build a new building. I believe 57 we left here. So we started to show, we thought if the local folks liking this thing, maybe the tourist people, and we'd begin to have a few tourists coming in here. And we ran 2 nights a week, Wednesday and Saturday night. And God, of course, there was no television back in those days, and we just had the first nighttime entertainment there was. Then, later on, we went on television at Jefferson City, Missouri. That's 26 years ago. We went on there for 13 weeks, and we're still there, so they think we're good stickers, I guess. I don't know.
People came, the facilities available grew to accommodate them.
Well, Calfan here started out probably 7, 8 units as a little family resort. And as people kept coming, well, of course, they built on and on. First thing you know, they got up to 20 units, you know, and that was a pretty good-sized resort. Then more and more folks came, and there came a need as the growth of the community continued. And now this is a kind of a little and growed into a big one, really. They've got, I suppose 50 or 60 units here now that are, you know, makes it a pretty major resort, really. But it's still in the setting, really kind of like they were way back. You parked your car up on the hill, walked down to the cabin, you know, and then you walked on down to the boat dock, and it's just typical. I would call this a pretty typical, pretty good resort, you know, that started way back, that's now just really modernized and kept up with the times. I can remember when I thought it was an invasion of my privacy to have to pull down the shades at night when I got ready to go to bed, you know. but naturally that did happen. I enjoy having people come see it. And we have lots of folks from the city that don't have an opportunity to see things like this. Or even other parts of the country, Iowa, Illinois, the flat country. They don't have a chance to see the hills and the trees, and they stand with their mouth open looking at all this. We're kind of used to it, you know.
There's no doubt that this is a beautiful area.
Mountains and the Rocky Mountains, when I've been there, I've always stood on one mountain and looked across another and thought, my, how pretty. Here it's a little different. You actually find the beauty right around you. It's at your feet. The bluffs, we got the trees, we got the water. You know, we really got it all.
But there's a lot more to this area that attracts people than just natural beauty and great music.
Native Ozark hospitality. I mean, you know.
Thank you for watching Channel 5, your 24-hour-a-day lake information channel.